high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by Mother's Little Helper. Keeps you sedate from morning till late. And don't forget Daddy's Little Helper. Tell the kids Mommy and I are just wrestling. And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie.
Hello and welcome. Now, look, I don't have time to schedule an intervention, so maybe that monkey on your back could be put to good use. You know, it could fetch sodas or answer the phone or something. Okay, anybody up for a screw? Of course you are. Remember, screwing is a mean thing to do, so you gotta commit to it. Once you hit that S key, don't stop and don't look back. And now you're about to get the strongest dosage of trivia possible without a prescription. Player 1, you have the honors. The category is... I'd like to make a pharmaceutical withdrawal. You ready? Let's go. At what bank would you most likely make a suppository deposit? Federal Savings and Topical Cream, First Bank of the Painful Injection, National Bank of the Anus, or Credit Union of the Mouth? Player 1, hit it! It melts in your ass, not in your hands. And don't forget there's a penalty for early withdrawal. Okay, Player 1, pick. This one's called... Now I really need a new drug. So, you ready to tackle this question for a little over $4,300? All right, then. Which of these statements about Advil is false? Advil is aspirin-free, Advil is kosher, Advil contains sodium but is salt-free, or Advil contains beef byproducts? Player 2, it's you. Advil ain't kosher. So, for those of you planning to serve up a big bowl for the next Jewish holiday, maybe you should order out. Okay, Player 2, you can do a lot worse than that. Let's check out your category. I'm too cheap and horny to go to the drugstore. You know, nowadays condoms are a real necessity, but damn, they can be expensive. And if you decide to save a few bucks and make your own condoms out of natural latex, what will you need to ask of your pharmacist? May I have a bag of coal chunks, please? May I have some milky tree juice, please? May I have some lambskin, please? Or may I have a can of gasoline, please? Player 1! No, but I'll bet you $5 that the idea for lambskin condoms came from some lonely farmer. Think about it. Player 2, it's Player 2, grab...
There you go, Billy. Hey, what are you going to make with that plant juice? Some kind of fountain of youth?
You're not too far off there, Mr. Olson. See ya.
Latex is a naturally occurring milky juice that comes out of plants and trees, if you buy them dinner first. Player 2, pick... Dillywinkle doodle snorfin'. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of the, Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now then, here's what your real category looks like. Daddy's Secret Wardrobe. Remember, the sooner you buzz in, the more money you can make. All right, tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Hey, pause lousy dress! And ignore the punctuation. First clue, it's often on a warning label. It's often on a warning label on a bottle of medication. Don't operate heavy machinery. Don't let me down, Player 1. One more clue, you couldn't have waited? Player 2, grab it if you want it. Now or never, Player 2's. May cause drowsiness. Yeah, that cold medicine I'm taking says that on the box, but so far it's had no effect. Player 2, hit me! Okay, give it up for... I have no parents, and I'm short. Okay, play ball. Which of the following would you expect to see in a sitcom's very special episode about orphan drugs? Arnold Jackson becoming a giant, Webster on a spiritual journey, Punky Brewster being cured of a rare disease, or Buffy, Jody, and Sissy getting over colds? Nobody's going for it? Why so chicken, player 2? You've got cash to spare. Hey, audience, what do you think?
Don't be a wimp!
Player 2, it's yours. No, but I've seen this episode. The part where Mr. French administers the Vapo Rub is especially touching. The correct answer is... drugs that can cure rare diseases are known as orphan drugs because they're unprofitable for pharmaceutical companies to develop, just like it's unprofitable for child actors to develop during the sitcom's run. Player 1, please buzz in and let us know. Holy something! Here's your category. I like my drugs in a hurry. Okay, imagine this. It's a nice spring day, and you're doing a cool 75 on the freeway with your top down. Well, I mean, your car's top down. When the cops pull you over and discover 8 pounds of illegal codeine in your back seat, what sound can you make to convince them you have a legitimate reason for having it? Is it sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4? Once again, that's sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4. Take a shot, please. Codeine is a cough suppressant. And I sure hope you've got a prescription for that open 40 ounces of malt liquor between your legs. Player 2, what's this one gonna be worth? Hit your butt. Coming up. You need drugs to live in South Dakota. Let's see that question. If you consume the complimentary elixir that made South Dakota's wall drug famous, from what are you most likely suffering? Dehydration, depression, low blood sugar, or bad attitude? Player 2, grab... depression. No. Player 1, you can take it. All yours, player. You weren't planning on using that cash, were you? All right, let's take a look at the right answer. The tiny husband and wife pharmacy in Wall, South Dakota started putting signs on the highway advertising free ice water, and the rest is American and marketing history. I tried something similar growing up, but people in my neighborhood just got annoyed when I sprayed them with the hose. Player 1, hit your buzzer and select a value. Excuse me, I think you just stepped in roadkill. Alright, you gotta be the first to buzz in when you see the item that correctly pairs up the things on the screen. And also, there's some bonus money up for grabs at the end. Can you say greased lightning? Just checking. Here we go. Sweater fuzzball and female contraceptive. What's the common link between these two? One-sixth of an ounce, and used to stir Liptons. Discontinues, and Pearl Plank tooth polish. Score! Opposite of specific and plain supermarket brand. Middle Eastern dried fruit and romantic engagement. Ten Commandments medium and notepad. To deceptively alter, and the D in PhD. Score! Alright, let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all parts on medicine bottles? Spoon shapes? Types of measurements? No relation whatsoever! Fire and Burn. Either you've never been sick, or when you reach into your medicine cabinet, you'll take anything. Player 2, you got the lead. Alright, Player 2, buzz in, give us a value. Your category is RXs and O's. And right this way, please. If the Dallas Cowboys change their name to the Drugstore Cowboys, what should fans expect to see? Quarterbacks busting shoplifters, linebackers doing lasso demonstrations, running backs robbing pharmacies, or defensive backs acting like rodeo clowns? Take a shot, please.
He's at aisle 15, aisle 10, aisle 5. He's only got the security guard left. And he's through the doorway. It's a burglary.
In the movie Drugstore Cowboy, Matt Dillon and his rowdy friends rob drugstore after drugstore. Player 2, hit me. I like to call this category What to Take If You're Depressed About Your Wart. So, have you heard of the over-the-counter herbal remedy St. John's Wort? Well, if your local pharmacy runs out of St. John's Wort and you decide instead to swallow an actual wart from St. John's finger, whose wart will you have to track down? Pope John I, John the Baptist, John King of England's, or John of Salisbury's? Player 2, it's you. St. John's Wort is named after St. John the Baptist because it blooms on his birthday, June 24th. Isn't he lucky? Well, it's better than having a boil pop up on your ass every time it's your birthday. Player 2, pick us. We're calling this one Scabs Unite for World Peace. Hey, remember back in the mid-'80s when those all-star rockers got together and formed that group Band-Aid to end world hunger? Well, if the stage had collapsed during the recording of Band-Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, which of the following artists would not be affixing a Band-Aid to his skinned knee? Boy George, Bruce Springsteen, Phil Collins, or Sting? Player 2, grab. The boss wasn't in Band-Aid, he was in USA for Africa. But his knees are probably all skinned up anyway, you know, from all that dancing in the dark. Okay, players. The category is Take this question and call me in the morning. So I go to my doctor's office the other day complaining about chest pains. He sticks a finger up my butt and gives me this prescription. Take a close look. 1 tablet Loestrin BID, 2 Prozac with milk TID, 20 Viagra in D, 3 Wigraine QID. Which of these will I be taking the most often? Viagra, Wigraine, Prozac, or Loestrin? When you get a prescription, QID means 4 times a day. Oh, and by the way, Wigraine is for migraine headaches. It comes in a suppository. Guess I really do have my head up my ass. Player 1, it's up to you. Snag a question value. Take 2 clues and call me in the morning. Well, on second thought, you only get 1, so pay attention. Medicine, man. Here, have a teaspoon. It's cherry flavored. There you go. Hope you feel better. You know, player 2, you won the game, but so what? Why don't you try playing against a smart person next time?
I must have seen mortgage 50 times already, and I'm back for more.
I've never personally dealt with the pain of a foreclosure, but up there on stage with the singing and the dancing, mortgage makes it seem so real.
I thought my kids' problems with ADD were something I had to hide, but it was so empowering to see that soccer mom fight.
My child doesn't listen. My child cannot sleep. Doped up on Ritalin, he always makes me weep. He cannot concentrate. He tries to masturbate.
I'd pay 15% plus 50 points to see Mortgage again.
I mean, just think about it. Pot-smoking teens, philandering husbands, mothers addicted to painkillers. It's got everything. Mortgage is the true suburbia.
It's not every day you see a couple from two different tax brackets. Suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome, find true love.
I love the tax assessor.
Drive the baby.